Aloha, fellow beachgoers! Are you ready to play a fun game? Great! The rules are super simple. I'll give you the name of a Bible character, then I'll show you 3 volcanoes with facts about that Bible character. 2 of these facts will be true, but 1 will not be true. That's the volcano that's about to erupt. Your goal is to figure out which volcano is not true before it blows its top. As soon as you think you know which volcano is not telling the truth, just hold up the number of fingers for that volcano. 1, 2, or 3. If you get it right, you're still in the game. If not, you can keep playing, but please take a seat. Easy peasy, right? Awesome! Everybody on your feet. It's time to play Oh No, Volcano! Our first Bible character is Moses. Now, which of these is not true about Moses? 1. Moses walked on water. 2. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt. 3. Moses saw a burning bush. Remember, hold up 1, 2, or 3 fingers based on which volcano you think is not telling the truth. Okay, time's up! Who's holding up just 1 finger? You're correct! Moses did not walk on water. Good job, let's try another. Our next Bible character is Adam. Now, which of these is not true about Adam? 1. Adam built the ark. 2. Adam was the first man. 3. Adam was married to Eve. Okay, time to get those fingers up! Which volcano do you think is not telling the truth? Time's up! Who's holding up 1 finger? Whoa! Watch it blow! Noah was actually the person who built the ark. Let's do another one. Joshua is our next Bible character. Now, which of these is not true about Joshua? 1. Joshua led Israel. 2. Joshua wrote the 10 Commandments. 3. Joshua marched around Jericho. Alright, it's time to decide. Which volcano do you think is not telling the truth? Time's up! Who's holding up 2 fingers? You are correct! Let's try another. Jonah is our next Bible character. Which of these is not true about Jonah? 1. Jonah was swallowed by a fish. 2. Jonah went to Nineveh. 3. Jonah was one of the 12 disciples. So, what do you think? Which one of these volcanoes is about to blow? Time's up! Who's holding up 3 fingers? You are correct. Jonah was fish food, but he was not a disciple. Great job. Paul is our next Bible character. Now, which of these is not true about Paul? 1. Paul survived a shipwreck. 2. Paul wrote part of the Bible. 3. Paul was from Egypt. It's time to decide which of these volcanoes is not telling the truth. That's it, time is up. Who's holding up 3 fingers? You are correct! Nice work. Samson is our next Bible character. Which of these is not true about Samson? 1. Samson killed a lion. 2. Samson was a magician. 3. Samson was very strong. So, what do you think? Which of these volcanoes is not being completely honest? Time's up! Who's holding up 3 fingers? You should be holding up only 2. Samson was not a magician. Esther is our next Bible character. Now, which of these is not true about Esther? 1. Esther was married to King David. 2. Esther was Mordecai's cousin. 3. Esther was a queen. It's time to make your choice. Which of these volcanoes is not telling the truth? Time's up. Who's holding up 1 finger? You are correct. Are you still standing? If so, very impressive. I think this is harder than doing the limbo. We've got 1 more round to go, though. Are you ready? Peter is our final Bible character. Now, which of these is not true about Peter? 1. Peter was a disciple of Jesus. 2. Peter denied that he even knew Jesus. 3. Peter betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver. Which of these volcanoes is not telling the truth? Time's up! Who is holding up 3 fingers? You are correct! Judas betrayed Jesus, not Peter. Great job, everyone!
I was buried beneath my shame. Who could carry that kind of weight? It was my tomb till I met you. I was breathing but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my tomb till I met you. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. Saved my soul. Now your freedom is all I know. The old made new. Jesus, when I met you, you called my name and I ran out of that grave. Darkness into your glorious day. You called my name and I ran out of that grave. Out of the darkness into your glorious day. I needed rescue, my sin was heavy, but chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I wasn't old. orphan, now you call me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. Now your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open, 'cause when you called my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness, into your glorious day.
Everybody loves a winner. Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today we're talking about the Beatitudes. We're talking about the second to the last Beatitude, which is where Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." Now, I don't know why, but it seems like as a kid, being called kid is one of the worst insults you can ever get. If someone says, "Move it, kid," that's like the worst. And one time I was at the playground and there was this big kid. He wasn't that much older than me, but he was way bigger than me, and he just shoved me. He knocked me down on the ground and said, "Move it, kid." And oh man, I'm on the ground, and he shoved me and he just insulted me, and I was just so mad. And all the other kids at the playground, they kind of saw this and they started kind of gathering around, like kids do when there's about to be a fight. And there were even a couple of kids who started yelling that. They started, "Fight, fight, fight," because they wanted me to get up and they wanted me to teach this big kid a lesson. And he was a little bit bigger than me, but I've been taking some self-defense classes, and I think I could have taken him. He was big, but he's pretty slow. I think that if he and I got in an actual fight, I think I would have won. And that's what everybody wanted to see. They wanted to see a fight. But in these Beatitudes, we're talking about how Jesus was saying that there are people that seem unfortunate, but they're actually blessed. And I think that in this one, he's talking about kind of how we look at conflict, right? Not just like a physical fight, but, arguments too. Seems like everybody loves a winner. If I had gotten into a fight with this kid and I would have won, man, you better believe those kids who had kind of gathered around us and had started watching us, that they would have been cheering for me, and they would have been so excited that I beat this bigger kid and taught him a lesson. And there's this thing deep down inside of us where it's like, if someone challenges us, we want to beat them, right? Whether it's like a real fight or just like an argument. Someone calls you a name, you want to call them a worse name. You want to make them cry. Or if someone pushes you, you want to push them right back. And that, honestly, that impresses a lot of people, but it doesn't impress God. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God." If you win a fight or an argument, you might get an attaboy or an attagirl from other people. You might get people who are like, "Yeah, good job, you sure showed them." But would you rather have that from other people, or would you rather have that from God? I hope the answer is God, because, well, let me tell you, that's the right answer. In any kind of fight, there's either the choice to make the fight worse and worse and worse and bigger and bigger and bigger, or to kind of diffuse the situation and just leave. Now, there might be a time where you have to stand up for yourself, or you have to stand up for someone else, but if you can avoid a fight or an argument, that's the truly impressive thing. Anybody can get into a fight, but it takes real courage and internal strength to avoid one. So my challenge to you guys today is that you would be peacemakers. That instead of trying to win fights, you would try to end fights. When that kid pushed me, I could have fought with him. I might have even been able to beat him. But instead, what I chose to do is just walk away. Do you think the kids cheered for me when I did that? No. They would have cheered if I beat him, absolutely. But instead, what I heard was, "Aw," they wanted to see a fight. But I would much rather get an attaboy from God than from people. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God."